Welcome to the next video for Cloud Blueprint. In this video we are going to be deciding on a domain name for your website. So once you've decided on a niche you're going to build a website around for Cloud Blueprint, you need to get a domain name. Though you could theoretically use blogging software on a free domain service like something.blogspot.com or something.wordpress.com, I really don't recommend it. Getting your own domain name costs as little as $9, that's just 2 trips to Starbucks, and is far more professional. Plus you get to keep all of your own data. There are multiple extensions available for domain names such as .com, .org, .net, and there's even country-specific ones like .co.uk for the United Kingdom or .fr for France. Personally, I will only buy .com domain names. They're brandable and they're just generally more memorable. People expect a phrase to be on a .com, a domain name to be a .com. Other options out there, such as .net, which would be my second choice, aren't inherently bad, but a .com should definitely be your first choice. I also stray from purchasing any domain names which include hyphens, those little dashes. I find them a little spammy and they do make a domain in the URL harder to remember. On the topic of .coms making it easier to brand a site, I should add that your domain name doesn't necessarily have to make sense. For example, my personal development blog Plugin ID didn't actually mean anything. Same with my internet marketing blog, which is very successful, VibeChill. Those two words, they're each individually words, but together it doesn't really mean anything and it definitely doesn't make you think of a marketing website. Similarly to other popular marketing blogs, Yoast, which is the pronunciation of a Dutch blogger's name, Joost de Waal, and shoemoney.com is kind of his slogan, and on its own they don't make you think necessarily of money making blogs, marketing blogs, or personal development blogs, but they are brandable and they are memorable. Sometimes if I don't want to do that, I will use descriptive domains. I only do this on a couple of sites. For example, it might be howtodunk.com, and that is not an actual website of mine, it's just an example. But if you are focusing on a popular key phrase, then domain.coms for these are often impossible to get. Sometimes, and over these descriptive names, what I prefer are domains that use a word from your niche and a kind of powerful word that leaves an impact with the site visitor. For example, might be something like the niche being SEO, then the powerful word being domination. Or the niche might be teaching people how to play guitar, and the powerful word being superstar, and poker cheat sheets, and so on. Though I believe having a domain name is crucial, the name you use isn't so much. If you can get a domain name without hyphens that it's a .com, that's usually good enough in my opinion. Just make sure that any brandable names are easy to remember or any niche powerful domains are relevant. And I personally buy all of my domain names through Namecheap.com as they offer free WhoisGuard protection. I am not associated with Namecheap in any way, so I just want to get this out the way that whenever I mention a service in this video course, it's because I genuinely recommend it and personally use it myself. I will not talk about anything that I haven't used myself, and I'll always give you guys free alternatives for anything I do recommend. The link below and the direct link in this video is www.namecheap.com. That's not an affiliate link. It doesn't make me any money. I don't know the owners of this company. I just recommend things that I use. So I'm glad we've got that sorted, and I'm just going to show you Namecheap very quickly. Okay, so here I am on Namecheap.com. You can see here, go to the website, you instantly have this box where you can start searching for phrases, whether you want a key phrase that you're trying to market for, or you want a brandable domain, or you just want something that doesn't necessarily make that much sense, or a niche powerful domain, then you just enter your ideas into here and you'll get search results. I've done one here, so I did Gardening Pro as an example, and sometimes you just won't be able to get the .com for a domain, so I can see that is taken. You can get the .net for $9.98. The .org is taken. I'd actually prefer the .net over the .org if you really did like this phrase. Even the UK specific one is taken, so something like the .net might work out well in this opinion. So take out all of the ideas that you have, type them into Namecheap, see which ones are available. Again, don't stress about this too much. It's not that big a deal. It is crucial to get, but the name you use isn't as important as other steps in this course, so don't get too caught up in this. And like I said, I personally use Namecheap. I love that they have 24/7 support. And just logging into my email here, just to prove to you guys that anything I do recommend are things that I use myself. In my domain here, hq@vibechill.com, receipt from PayPal. Hey Glenn, you sent a payment of $10.16 to Namecheap, and that is for topping up my account. So I can see that there. Merchant support at Namecheap.com. Okay, so like I said, I use everything I recommend. Go get your domain name, don't stress about it, and in the next video we're going to be looking at how you host your website so when people type in that domain name, they can actually see a website there. And we're going to be installing the software that you need to use, which is totally free, to follow this cloud blueprint strategy to the T.